Hello, my name is Mr. Erdreich, and in this video I'm going to talk about how to use a third-party extension to get the most out of your breakout rooms in Google Meet. So in my last video I talked about how to use Google's new attendance, group generator, and meet link generator buttons here to create really fast breakout rooms. So creating quick groups, copy your meet links, share them with your students, and then you as the teacher could open up all these links and kind of keep an eye on what your class is doing in separate tabs, separate windows. This extension allows you to do that and more. It essentially allows you to have more control over making your groups, and the biggest key is it allows you to save everything in the extension. So save your meet links, save your groups in the extension to revisit later, as well as actually have more control over the room. So being able to broadcast yourself or mute yourself across all the rooms with one easy click. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to exit this meet and we're going to head to the Chrome Web Store. You can hit the Apps button in the top left corner of Chrome and then hit Web Store. Or you can type in chrome.google.com/web store to get there. And we're going to search for Google Meet Breakout Rooms. If you're on a district device, you got to make sure that this is actually added or else it'll be blocked by your administrators. Once you have that unblocked, hit Add to Chrome. Make sure you hit Add Extension. And it's going to install Google Meet Breakout Room, and it should give you a little icon in the top right corner of Chrome. If not, hit the puzzle piece, and you can pin this icon to your Chrome browser. You need to actually open up the extension to get this side menu to actually control your classes. And we can see that we have a lot of different tabs here. Now, I'm not going to get into the detail of actually setting up how to create your classes and your rooms because it does take a lot of time to do this, and there's an amazing video that I didn't make, but it's linked in the description and I strongly recommend you watch it. What I'm going to demonstrate is why would you use this extension over the native Google Meet group and breakout room function that I demonstrated in my last video. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to start a new class. Now underneath courses you have my courses, and underneath the rooms you have rooms here. And by default, your main room is probably going to be blank, okay? What you want to do is you actually want to paste your Google Class room here. You want to create your Google Classroom as your main room for whatever the course is. So I would say, all right, my course, my robotics course, here's my Google Class link, and I paste that here. I'm going to paste another room link that I've created, and I'm going to hit Save to save that as my main room. To launch this, all I have to do is go to the Meet tab, go to Start Class. We can see that my course is selected and hit Open Main Room. That's going to launch the main room, and it's automatically going to set up whatever your camera and microphone settings are here. So you can see that my microphone and my camera are off, so when it launches this room, my microphone and my camera are off. We can also see that it changed their toolbar, so the toolbar is now blue. That shows you that Breakout has taken over, and it actually has your speakers here as a button as well. So I can actually easily turn off my speakers to mute all the rooms at any given time nice and easily. Now, what this breakout feature does is it allows you to create all of your breakout rooms and store them and control them all at the same time. So here's what I mean by that. I'm going to go to the Rooms tab, and I'm just going to add a couple breakout rooms. So I'm just going to add room, I'm actually going to call them groups. So this could be groups. So this is going to be group 1, group 2, and group 3. I'm going to hit Save, and it's going to generate all these meet links. Now, you can do that essentially in the default group generator by going to group generator, copying your meet links after creating groups. But what you can do in the breakout extension is control all of these at the same time. So if I go to the Meet tab, I can hit Open/Sync Breakouts. What that's going to do is it's going to launch however many of the breakout rooms I selected. So I had one selected, so it opened up just one room. If I hit 3 and hit Open Sync Breakouts, it's actually going to open up all 3 breakout rooms for me at one time. It's going to mute my microphone and turn off my camera simultaneously. So now I'm part of all of these rooms at a single time, which is nice and easy to do. And again, you can actually see that the breakout extension has taken over. It gives you a little icon here up on the tab, so it shows you in the tab view what's going on. So the little pink X means that everything's turned off, and as you change your microphone or your camera, that icon will change. Now, another awesome feature of this is I can actually broadcast myself across all these rooms with one click. So I can say turn on all the room audio with one click. I could unmute my microphone with one click, and I could turn on my camera with one click across all of these rooms. I also have the ability to control my students with one click. So I can mute all my students in my main room, mute all of them in the breakout room, mute every room, mute just the room that I have selected, so whichever window you've clicked on, remove all the students from a room, remove all the breakout rooms, or end all of them and essentially kick all the students out. You can't force any students in, so the students still have to click on the links, they still have to go to the breakout rooms, but this gives you a lot more control over your students, over yourself, across a bunch of tabs that you can't get using the default Meet feature. So why would you use one over the other? Well, as I mentioned, this breakout room extension gives you way more control and a lot more flexibility with groupings, creating rooms, which is amazing. However, it does require a bit of time to set it up, but if you put the time in, it'll give you a lot of easy control, especially over reoccurring classes, reoccurring rooms, reoccurring groups. If you just want to make quick groups, quick rooms, the native Google grouping function is a lot quicker to use with no extra setup or extra extensions needed, so that's the one that I go to. If I want to control all of my students, especially if they're younger, K-5 or middle school students easily, then this extension is probably worth putting the time in, and again, I recommend you check out the video that I've linked in the description. I hope this helps compare the ways to make breakout rooms in Google Meet, and enjoy. Happy teaching.